So, you've set out your construction lines and you're ready to start drawing the footprint of your design. In this video, I'll talk you through drawing your external walls using construction lines to guide you. If you haven't already viewed them, we strongly recommend that you watch the basic drawing skills videos, which cover how to use the mouse and shortcut keys, before you watch this one. It's also essential that you watch the video on how to draw construction lines, as it will show you how to set out your construction lines ready to draw your external walls. In this video, I'll show you how to select a type and specification of external wall, how to input your foundation and footing details and wall height, and how to draw the walls by clicking on the intersection points of the construction lines. I'll also show you how to complete your walls using the C and S shortcut keys. Start by clicking on the Architectural tab on the ribbon at the top of the screen. On the Architectural ribbon, you'll find all of the building elements you need to start your design. Click on the External Walls drop-down menu. You'll see there's a range of external wall components available, ranging from traditional masonry walls to timber frame, SIPs and ICF walls. First of all, you need to choose your wall component. For this example, I'm going to use a brick and block cavity wall. The Wall Component Builder pops up. From here you can choose the specification and configuration of your external wall and enter its dimensions. Start by selecting a wall specification which suits your job. You might want to check the U-value, wall thickness and rate per square metre to help you select the right specification. You can make changes to a specification by clicking on the specification to select it and clicking the Review Specification button. You can swap or edit a rate or resource within the specification, or delete any rates or resources you don't need. You can also add an item to the specification using the Add Item button. Once you're happy with the wall specification, click Next to move on to the next page of the component builder. Now you can select a configuration. If you select the upper floor configuration, no foundations and footings will be included. For this example, I'm going to draw the ground floor. In another video called How to Copy Your Plans to Create an Additional Story, we'll show you how to copy the ground floor level to make an upper floor. For now, click Next. The next screen prompts you to select a specification for the foundations. As with the wall, you can review and edit a foundation specification by clicking on the specification and clicking the Review Specification button. Once you've selected a foundation specification you want to use, click Next. Now you can review the foundation dimensions. If the Next button says Scroll Down, it means there are input boxes you need to review further down the screen, or that key information is missing. Once you've scrolled down and reviewed all of the dimensions, the Next button will reappear. Click back to return to the foundation specification, or Next to continue on to the footing details. This next screen prompts you to select a specification for the footings. As with the wall and foundation specifications, you can review and edit a footing specification by clicking on the specification and then clicking the Review Specification button. Once you're happy with the footing specification, click Next. This next screen requires you to select a footing configuration. Of course, it's crucial that you ensure your selected foundation and footing are compatible in terms of construction and dimensions. Select shallow strip or trench fill as required, and then click Next. Now you can review the footing dimensions. If you're unsure exactly what dimension is required, you can find some advice in the tech tip at the top of the wizard. For example, if I click into the External Coursing Block Depth input box, the tech tip at the top of the screen gives some handy advice on what to enter. This warning at the bottom of the screen helps you to check that the DPC height is correct. Once you've finished reviewing the dimensions, click Next. Finally, you can tell BuildingWorks about the dimensions of the wall. First, enter the height of unfinished wall. In other words, the height of wall which doesn't require plastering and decoration on the internal side. All dimensions are entered into the component builder in millimetres by default. If you'd rather work in metres, find out how to change the units by viewing the How to Change the Units in BuildingWorks video. Now select the wall height from the drop-down box, or alternatively you can type a wall height into the drop-down box. Once you're happy, click Finish. You're now ready to begin plotting out your walls. When drawing each of your building components, you'll want to refer to the Instructions window. The instructions explain how to draw or insert each part of your design. The Instructions window's default position is below the drawing area, near the bottom of the screen. If your Instructions window isn't visible, or you want to move it to another place, take a look at the How to Set Up the Design screen video for help. Right now, the Instructions window is telling us to click to place the start point of our walls. You can click on any intersection point to begin drawing the walls. Click and release the left mouse button to place the point. Don't hold down the left mouse button, just click and release. The red line on the walls is indicating which side of the wall you're placing, while the arrow identifies the external side of the wall. You'll notice a set of wall tools appear whilst you're drawing your walls. From here, you can change the external side of the wall by selecting either right or left from the external side drop-down box. You can also change the external side of the wall as you're drawing by clicking the F key on your keyboard. The Justification drop-down box tells BuildingWorks which side of the wall to place with your mouse clicks. You can also change the justification of the walls by pressing the J key on your keyboard. Press the J key repeatedly to toggle through the justification settings. Now the instructions are telling us to click to place the next point. It's often helpful to zoom in and out of your page while you're placing several points on your drawing. One of the easiest ways to do this is to zoom in and out using the scroll wheel on the mouse. Place your cursor over the points you want to zoom in on and scroll the mouse wheel towards the screen. Locate the next intersection point where you want to place your walls. If dimensions appear rather than the word intersection, press the F7 key on your keyboard to switch on snap mode. Then simply click the left mouse button to place the corner of the walls on the intersection point. Continue clicking to place the remaining points on your walls. Once you place the second to last point, you can click the C key on your keyboard to close the walls. The C key can be used to close any item. It will always close the item by the shortest possible route. Just click the C key on your keyboard. Another tool you might find useful is the S key. The S key closes the walls at right angles, maintaining a rectangular shaped building. You can check your walls have been drawn correctly using the 3D model. The colour and hatching of the walls will tell you if the external and internal leaf are in the correct place. Click on the 3D Model tab to open the 3D Model window. If the 3D Model window isn't visible, go to the Views in 3D tab, click the Windows button and tick the 3D Model option. Place your cursor over the 3D model, hold down the left mouse button and move your mouse around to drag the model. If your walls are inside out, you can easily fix it using the Flip Walls tool. Take a look at the video on how to flip the walls for help on this. It's good practice to save your drawing after you complete each stage of the design. Click the Save As Project button. You can number your drawings each time you save your project so that if you make a mistake or need to make a design change, you can retrace your steps easily. Enter a name for this version of your project and then click Save. Now it's your turn to draw your external walls. Select your wall type and use the Wall Component Builder to choose its specification and enter its dimensions. To draw the walls, locate the intersection points on the construction lines and click and release the left mouse button to place your corner points. Don't forget to check the justification of the walls and the external side, and also try out the C and S keys to complete your walls.